Already, I think we're good. Hey, friends, welcome to episode 140. What are we, 144? Where the hell are we? We should probably know that before we go on. There it is. It's right there in front of me, and I almost missed it. Hi there. Welcome to the live part of Oh, just realized I didn't promote it. That's all right. You'll know where it is. It's out there on the internet. If you're just joining me for the live stream, I thank you for that. If you skipped ahead from the heavy stuff in the early part of the podcast, again, I don't blame you. But thank you for sticking with me, hanging out. We're going to try to have some fun and do some stuff. Yeah, shirtless in my living room once again. Buster's here. The pigs are good to go. I don't know. Anything else you need to update? I need to update you on in my household right now. I don't think so. I hope not, because I don't want to. So, like I said, we have a lot to do. I said, yeah, you know what I mean. I'm talking to two groups of people here, and none of them care. So Monday was my 30th birthday, and yes, thank you. I appreciate the well wishes, no matter how generic they were. I do appreciate them. That you took your sweet time to wish me well on my birthday, on my womb exit day. So thank you for that. I do think next year, though, I'm going to take my birthday off Facebook because so many goddamn notifications. And I'm looking like I don't talk to you. Like, this is the one time a year that you're going to interact with me. And, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? It might not be. I don't know. Maybe let me know. Anywhere at the melting pad. If you think it is a bad idea to have your birthday up there on Facebook, so you're like, oh man, I don't talk to you ever. Although a good way maybe to clean out my friends list. I don't know. I don't know. Do you do that too? Do normal people worry about this stuff? Like, am I the one guy who's just sitting here getting anxiety over this nonsense? I don't know. There are plenty of other things going on in the world, in my life even, that I should really be thinking about, and I'm not because I'm worried about Facebook notifications or something. I don't know. Take my identity. They already have. They have already sold it. I'm not going to go there. We are not going into that today. No, we said, Jerome, before the show, we were not going into that, and we're not going to do it. All right? Maybe that'll be a bonus. If we had a Patreon for the network, I would go on my conspiracy theory rant, but I will not do it here. Nope. No, not for me, thanks. All right. Anyway, Monday was my birthday. I am now 30 years old. I don't feel any different. I mean, I've been doing some yoga, getting in some bullpen sessions. What I do now when it started when it was raining. I was like, hey, I need to do something. I got to get up and like move around. And so I decided I set up a cushion at one end of my hallway, and I'm throwing the wiffle ball against it from the other end of the hallway. And I feel pretty good. I'm doing something, and I got to, try to stay active or get more active, I should say. And it's been fun. My stuff isn't great right now. The command is really not there. I'm going to hold myself out to after the All-Star break, and then we'll go from there. We'll do some tests, maybe have another simulated game today or tomorrow, and then work from there. But I feel okay overall. Better than I thought I would, given all the stuff I've been through physically. So, we're getting there. It is a work in progress, and I hope to help my team through the playoffs as we get there. All right, there you go. That's what I'm doing. That sounded good, right? I don't know. Felt good to tell you that I'm doing something. What the hell do I know? So on my birthday, this is what we're talking about. We're back to me. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I decided that I was going to go to the Franklin Institute here in Philadelphia. So I did, because they have right now running through, I believe, September the 3rd or the 4th or whatever it is, a Game Masters exhibition. And I thought it looked really neat. And I asked my wife if she wanted to go with me, and she said no. So I'm not one of those guys who drags people to things they don't want to go to, because that's no fun for anybody. Because then I'm trying to enjoy it and make sure that the other person enjoys it, when clearly you don't enjoy it because you didn't want to be there. So went by myself Monday morning. There were too many children there, but I guess that was my fault for going in June. But yeah, I kind of blew that one. But I had a great time. It is a sprawling, is that a good word to use for an exhibit at a museum? A sprawling exhibit of really the history of where video games have gone, and history of where they came from and now where they are. They had a bunch of arcade games set up to play, and then all the way up through some modern consoles and some stuff on PC. And there was, the coolest thing for me was there was a lot of storyboard art and concept art for these games, and then like that was up on the wall, and then on the screen, like on the console setup right next to that, hey, here's that game in full 3D or in full, whatever to play. So you can see from the pencil and paper drawings that these games started from in a room somewhere. And now here it is. You can play it in action right in front of you after looking at that and just seeing the progression, like how you get from a drawing with a pencil on a piece of paper to a full 3D immersive world with this character or these characters or this landscape or whatever it is amazing. And I've always enjoyed that about, well, anything really, any kind of media that is converted to a, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Like when a comic book goes to a TV show, like a cartoon, and you see, okay, here is this thing on the page, and it becomes a live thing that you can watch. Not a lot, you know what I mean? So I thought it was awesome. And there were a lot of games I'd never heard of, like newer stuff, not just like, oh man, you're young, so obviously you didn't play stuff in the 80s. No, the stuff from the 80s and on the arcades, like Asteroids and stuff like that. Like I know those. I've heard of those. I've played those. It's like the newer stuff. Like I've never heard of Deus Ex, and that came out when I was a kid. So that came out right around the time when I was playing a lot of video games, and certainly more than I do now. And I'd never heard of it. Elder Scrolls, I think, was one, or was it Elder Scrolls or Diablo or one of those? I'd never heard of that. So I got to play that for a little bit. And a really cool thing was they had a couple of the Sims games set up. Like the Sim City games were there, like the first one. And then the Sims, where you actually had the people in there. And there was a notebook, the design notebook, about reprinted and like copied or whatever. But the design notebook from the Sims 3 or the Sims 2000, one of those Sims games. And it was, okay, how about this? And here's the environment. And how about we try this? Picture this. And here, let's try this idea. And then to see that play out on the screen was, again, it was just awesome. It was amazing. I loved it. And the kids actually did not get in my way too much. So I really enjoyed that part of it because I got to see. I'm a museum nerd, I guess. A museum nerd. There we go. And I like to read things. I didn't when I was, 12. And my mom was like, you need to read this stuff because it's, important or whatever. And I didn't want to do that because I was 12. But now that I'm older, I like to read things. I like to learn about things and just seeing, hey, here's this developer and here's how this company got started and these games came to be. And then you got to play the games that they talked about. And it was really cool to see that stuff come to life after knowing how it started and then getting to see the finished product was really fun. There was a lot of Sonic. I think there were, 6 or 7 different Sonic games available to play. And obviously he was like the big mascot. Sonic was the big, the first billing, the main eventer, if you will. And there was a whole bunch of other stuff, and it was so much fun. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I went. If you are interested in video games at all, I would suggest trying to do this. If you can, I would take off and go during the week because, like I said, I think I said last week that the last big exhibit I went to was the Jurassic World one at this same museum, and I went on a Saturday, and that was a huge mistake because, God damn it, I hate children. So there you go. That's my advice. If you're going to go check it out, I know a lot of people who listen to the show may enjoy video games, so at least I'm assuming a lot. I don't know if anybody really likes video games who listens, but if you do, then I recommend this exhibit. I think you will have a lot of fun. I spent 3 hours there, so plan for that much time, I guess. I mean, museums open like 10 to 5, right? And you pay for it, right? You pay for the admission. You get admission to the museum too. I would do that if you've never been there, especially. And then, I don't know, just go have fun. So I enjoyed the exhibit. And then I went through the Giant Heart like I always do at the Franklin Institute. And then I read the Changing Earth exhibit. I stood in front of the thing about Pangea. I sighed heavily, and then I went home. And that was my birthday morning because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go see this exhibit, and I knew that I was going to have the time to do the thing. So I did the thing. So yeah, again, if you like video games, check this one out because it was fun, and I think you might enjoy it. So Yeah, there you go. There's my totally non-committal response, or my plea, I guess, to try to get you to go see this thing. And tell you what, if you go, let me know, and I'll see if I can come down and hang out with you afterward. All right? All right. Awesome. Good stuff. A lot of fun. Uh, yeah, a lot of people who were my age were there actually, with their children. So that was really cool too, to see like, oh my god, hey, I played this game when I was a kid, and the kid was like kind of interested, but really the the parent was like, oh my god, and so that was really fun. So there you go. That was me and my thing from the Game Masters exhibition, my $2 preview or review, I should say. So go check that out. Okay, so I had a question for you this week, and I almost didn't do this because I didn't think I was going to be able to stream. And then I was like, oh man, I might as well not do the question if we're not going to have the fun with the streaming. I don't know. But I decided, hey, what the hell? This is fun. This could be a lot of fun. And the cool thing about this question is, I think, that there's no wrong answer. That's the thing. There's no real, this isn't as a hot dog a sandwich where I'm going to judge you if you pick one over the other. That's fine, right? I mean, it's not fine if you think a hot dog's a sandwich, but I digress. This question does not have a wrong answer. This is all about personal preference, and I will not think any less of anyone for disagreeing with me. Right? It's all good. No problem at all. So I asked you guys, if you had the choice, which one would you pick, pancakes or waffles, given the choice? So I guess the best way to frame this, which I don't think I did a terribly good job of when I put up the question on the website, but I guess the best way to frame this is, if they're out of one, I guess if you can only pick one, like if you get the one, somebody else gets the last of the other, or something like that. Like if you only have one choice to make, and it's pancakes or waffles, which one would you pick? Pat Leary, fellow Pat, and he's also a regular listener / contributor to the show. So thank you, sir. I'm all about texture when it comes to food, and breakfast is no different. Pancakes can become a soggy mess once you add the syrup and toppings. Most will add to either. Waffles, on the other hand, tend to maintain their integrity in spite of the piles of sugar layered on top, whether that just be syrup or a series of fruit and whipped cream. That's true. That is very true. Waffles are definitely more sturdy than pancakes. Very true. Nice point there. We got a couple on the website. I'm going to yell at people about Facebook things in just a second regarding this question and all the questions. But we got a couple on the website. I love waffles, but but homemade chocolate chip, peanut butter, banana pancakes are a very close second. I don't know who wrote that. I didn't look at the name on the thing, but those pancakes sound awful. I'm not going to lie to you. Chocolate chip, peanut butter, banana, that's too much, man. Or whoa, man. That's, I don't know. Let me hold my opinions till the end. Another one from the website, pancakes any day over waffles. I can't really explain why, but pancakes are just better. And that really is the perfect answer to this question. Like, even if you flip flop, I'm like, waffles are just better just because. That's a great answer. That's a totally valid answer to this question. And I love it. And not just because I agree with it. My wife says waffles. The spaces hold the syrup so I can eat them while walking to the bus. Very convenient. You can eat them on the go. They are also stable enough to use for a peanut butter sandwich. No, I've never tried that, a peanut butter sandwich using waffles. But I'm sure it's awesome. I'm sure it is wonderfully delicious. And, I have a couple of thoughts on this, obviously. That's why I posed the question. I am officially, I guess I have to take a stance, right? Officially, I would be Team Pancake because I don't know. I really don't know why I feel that way. But like when I order breakfast, if I get pancakes at a diner, most of the time, if they're good enough, I don't need to put anything on them at all. I don't need syrup. I don't need any kind of toppings or whatever. So I understand the sogginess and sturdiness issue of the pancake. I get it, and it's totally valid. But I just feel like for me, I don't need to worry about that because I can eat pancakes just by themselves. But waffles, on the other hand, that's where the sturdiness comes in. I can't eat a waffle by itself and enjoy it. I don't know why. Maybe that's just the thing that I do or that I have an issue with. I'm not sure. But like if I'm getting waffles, I got to have like syrup on them or whipped cream or powdered sugar or cinnamon or something. I'm kind of mixing in with French toast here a little bit, but I did not want to do a triple threat. I could not handle that. I didn't want to do it. I do love French toast as well, though. Yeah, I need something on a waffle, like fruit, any kind of topping. I got to have something. I can't eat a waffle by itself, and so I don't know. I think that's why pancakes kind of take it here for me because I can eat them on their own, and again, if they're good enough, you shouldn't have to add things. And so, yeah, I get the sogginess thing, but if you don't add anything, you don't have to worry about it. So there you go. I mean, like I said, officially Team Pancake, but I do love me some waffles. I really do. And they also are waffles better frozen. Like if you get frozen pancakes, I don't even know if they sell those. Uh, they're probably gross, right? But if you get like Eggo waffles, you can enjoy those and you can heat those up. But I was thinking specifically like ordering them at a diner or something like that. In this case, I know I didn't specify that in the question, but I don't know. My brain is strange, but you know that if you've listened to the show anytime ever over the last however long I've been doing this. So there you go. Thank you all for weighing in. I do appreciate it. You could still weigh in. I don't really care. Anywhere at the Melting Pat, do the thing, or go to the question at themeltingpat.com. Meltingpat.com. Jesus Christ. Can't even say my own goddamn brand. You can weigh in. I will revisit anything at any time. Before I move on, because I have some entertainment stuff to do, I got to yell at some people for nobody in particular. I'm not going to call anybody out. I don't do that. You know that. But so I post these questions only on the website, themeltingpat.com. There we go. I got it. All right. I do that because I was getting tired of going back to it because I post the link to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I decided to put them only on the website because I was getting tired of going back to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram before every show and copying down all the answers from different places. Like, because I would forget to go to one site and I would be like, oh man, sorry, I couldn't get your answer on the show because it was a different thing and I couldn't do it. So I put them on the website just so you put them all, you answer right there, right? And some people still decided to answer on Facebook. I'm like, no, that's not. The point is, I'm lazy and I don't want to go to all these different places to get your answers. And also, when I don't post the question directly on the social media places, I post the link to the post on the website. And so to see the question, you have to click on the link and go to the website. And I don't get why people then go back to Facebook to post their answer or Twitter or wherever to post the answer to the question when you're already at the place to post the answer to your question when you read it. I don't know. That's a little mini pet peeve. I don't know. I just need to yell at some people. I've had things happen. So yeah, the point of me posting the questions on the website is that I'm too lazy to go back and forth to all these places. It's easier for me to get your answer and put it on the show and give you a shout out if you put your name on there. If it's all in the same place, that's why I do it. And that's it. So yeah, so stop putting your stuff on Facebook, people. Just do it for me. Or don't. You don't have to. I don't really. I mean, you don't have to answer, but I would prefer it. I would much rather you answered on the website. All right. You don't have to put your name on there. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not going to call you out anyway. So there you go. Thank you, though, for weighing in no matter where you did it. No, it does matter. It does. I'm trying to be nice about this. But, it's happened too many goddamn times, and I don't want to be nice anymore. So put them on the website or don't bother. God damn it. All right. I had to get that off my chest and get that out in the universe. So maybe, I don't know, if you stayed with the show after all this time, I don't know. It's been a while. I've been on here for a bit already. So there you go. Okay, what the hell are we doing now? Where are we, buddy? There we are. Entertainment stuff. We got some movies to tell you about and a few video games, I believe. Don't we? Probably. And then an awkward pause for the song. Yes. Okay, out this week. Gotti, John Travolta plays the Don, or what is it, Teflon Don? John Gotti was was a gangster guy, mobster person, dude thing, and John Travolta is playing him in the movie. So there you go. I didn't even watch the trailer. I just saw that John Travolta was playing a gangster mobster guy and thought that looked cool. So I figured I'd let you know that Gotti is in theaters right now. Tag, Ed Helms, Jake Johnson, Hannibal Buress, John Hamm, Jeremy Renner. For 1 month every year, 5 highly competitive friends hit the ground running in a no-holds-barred game of tag they've been playing since the first grade, risking their necks, their jobs, and their relationships to take each other down with the battle cry, "You're it!" That sounded weird. This year, the game coincides with the wedding of their only undefeated player, which should finally make him an easy target. But he knows they're coming, and he's ready. Based on a true story, Tag shows how far some guys will go to be the last man standing. Here's my question. I am going to see this movie, by the way, but here's my question. How are you undefeated in tag? Like, how are you so elusive that no one's been able to get you for 30 years? How does this happen? I don't know. Like that, my brain can't even comprehend that. How you can be undefeated in tag over a 30-year game. I don't know. That's insane. That is completely illogical and insane to me. But then again, no, we won't go there. So there you go. Tag is in theaters for you. You can go check it out. It looks like a lot of fun. So I am looking forward to checking that one out. And the other movie out for you this week, The Incredibles 2. Everyone's favorite family of superheroes is back. But this time, Helen is in the spotlight. Bum, bum, bum. No, it's not an evil thing. Leaving Bob at home, Bob, with Violet and Dash to navigate their day-to-day heroics of normal life. Uh-oh. It's a tough transition for everyone, made tougher by the fact that the family's still unaware of baby Jack's emerging superpowers. See, that was awesome at the end of the first movie, right? Yeah. When a new villain hatches a brilliant and dangerous plot, the family and Frozone, yes, must find a way to work together again, which is easier said than done, even when they're all incredible. So there you go. Incredibles 2, Pixar. Everyone loves Pixar, I think. If you don't love Pixar, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you if you don't love Pixar. Then you won't see the movie. So there you go. Or you won't play Lego The Incredibles. Like, you won't do that if you don't like Pixar stuff. But if you do, you can see the movie. And then when you go see the movie, when you're done, you can go buy the game because it is out this week for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Oh, and on Nintendo Switch. You play through both movies. So I guess you might not want to play through the second one until you've seen it. So there you go. I love Lego games. I forgot to mention at the Game Masters exhibition, there was a big exhibit for Lego games, and they had Harry Potter, 2 Star Wars, and a Batman game to play for you to play. I was kind of bummed out because there was no Lego Jurassic World available. It would have made sense. The movie's coming out soon, so I think that would have made a little bit of sense there to put that up there. And plus, you could play as dinosaurs. And yeah, anyway, there you go. Lego The Incredibles 2, or Lego The Incredibles. You go through both movies, is out the same time as Incredibles 2, the movie. Yeah. Oh, geez. There we go. Speaking of Jurassic things, Jurassic World Evolution is out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. You build your own Jurassic World, and you make the dinosaurs do things, and you build your own thing. And I don't know. Graphically, this looked awesome. I don't know if I'll be jumping into it, but maybe I'll see some gameplay. Or if somebody has it. I'm not going to watch gameplay. Let's get real. If somebody has it and wants to show me what it's about, I would definitely be up for that. But the trailer didn't make me want to go run out and buy it because I guess, I don't know, I'm more excited about the Lego Jurassic World game that I can play anytime I want. So I don't know. That's me, man. That's just me. PS4 and Xbox One, we got a new game for you called Omega Strike. It is a Metroidvania game with a vast, open-ended world and multiple playable characters. Explore the world, learn new abilities, upgrade your weapons, and defeat Dr. Omega and his mutant armies. Metroidvania, by the way, as far as I understand it, well, they just kind of mashed Metroid and Castlevania together. So if you're familiar with those games, you get that thing. It's a platformer. You upgrade your stuff and your abilities, and you go through and you have to use those new things to get to different parts of the world. And yeah, you get it. I think that was a good description, right? I don't know. Games are confusing, but there you go. Omega Strike is is out there for you. And finally, Wreckfest is out for PC. I mentioned last week, I think, there was a game called, I don't know what it was called, that it was a lot like Destruction Derby, where it was racing and wrecking and fun. And this, I think they heard me because whoever they are, because this looks exactly like Destruction Derby on a newer platform. So I think this is going to be the one that I'm going to get, and I'm going to enjoy myself because, god damn it, racing games are fun and wrecking stuff is also fun. So there you go. Wreckfest available for PC right now. Okay, that's your video game. That's your entertainment stuff, actually, I should say. And so the live folks are going to get an awkward pause, and the podcast friends are going to get a song from our new friends, the Turbos. It is their latest song. You can find the Turbos, by the way, at theturbos.com, and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the Turbos Music. That's Turbos Music, the Turbos Music. There you go. We spell things sometimes on this show. Anyway, thanks guys so much for the tune. The link to the video is in the description of this thing here, so you can watch it if you'd like. I'll put it in the show notes. Maybe I probably won't, but you can check that out and check them out and get this song on iTunes and probably some other place. But anyway, again, the band is called the Turbos. This song is called Fever. So enjoy it here inside the Melting Pat on Next Level Radio. There you have it again, our new friends, the Turbos. Fever, good stuff. And I'm aware I didn't have to do the sign off with the live thing. Yeah, there you go. Thank you to the Turbos for for the song. Again, get it on iTunes or where you get tunes for the stuff. All right, there you go. That's your sweet tune, man. Whoa, man. Ooh, sounded gross. That's all right. Not the thing. You get it. All right. We have some things. Damn it. I told myself I wasn't going to do this, but I can't help it. It's too late now. I can't go back. So I am going to do baseball or sports and wrestling back to back. So, balls. Sorry, Mom. If you don't like sports or wrestling, skip ahead to the end of the show. If you're live, well, I don't know what to tell you, but because I got a fun tweet that I want to tell you about at the end of the show. But first, we got some baseball stuff, man. The Washington Capitals this week or last week or whenever the hell it happened, they won their first ever Stanley Cup in their 44-year history. And that's awesome. I know I'm supposed to wait, fanfare for the Capitals. Yeah. Thank you, Jerome. Almost missed it. I know I'm supposed to hate the Capitals as a Flyers guy. I'm well aware of this, but I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for Ovechkin. He's a tremendous player. What was it, year 13 for him in the league, and he finally gets the proverbial monkey off his back. And because you know the narrative, right? It was like, oh, he's great, but he can't win the big one. He can't win the big one. Well, they just did. They won the big one, and as a bonus, we get a great new hockey city in Las Vegas because they make it to the final in their first ever season, and they were into it, man. The Vegas fans were into it, and I think that's going to be great for the league going forward here because, goddamn, they look like they were having a lot of fun. So there you go. I love it. I think it's great for the NHL. You get a new team that won and literally a new team that was in the final against them. So that's awesome. Love it, even though I'm supposed to be mad that it was the Capitals. I can't be because that's why you watch sports, right? You watch sports for stuff like that where the guy is like the best player in the league or one of the top players in the league. He finally gets over the hump and wins the Stanley Cup, and it's amazing. So congratulations to the Washington Capitals. You got to have some good stuff going on in D.C. at some point, right? Oh, boy. No, we're not going to go there either. In the NBA, the Golden State Warriors won their third NBA Finals trophy thing. They won again for the third time in 4 years. So way to go to the Warriors. Sorry, I'm not that excited, but I think all their things were against the Cavaliers, right? All their no, that can't be right. That's probably, I have no idea. Why do I pretend to be informed? I don't. I have no idea. So there you go. Golden State won again. And sorry for not being too excited, but it's expected, right? You get kind of a super team. Like when you go in your video game and you trade for all the best players, that's what happens. You're expected to win. But in any case, congratulations. All right. I'm not going to be mad that my team lost because I don't follow the NBA. So I don't know what to tell you. If you're mad about it, I don't know what to say other than go get him next year, Tiger. I don't know. So congratulations to the Warriors and the Capitals. And I believe we also had a Triple Crown winner in the horse racing things. I as much as I don't follow the NBA, it's even more that I just don't give a shit about horse racing. But what was it? Testify, Justice Beaver. I don't know. But Triple Crown winner. There you go. Way to go. And congratulations to your rich owner person. So, yeah. And the jockey. Nobody gives credit to the jockey. I'm doing it. Up top for the jockey for doing stuff. All right. So there you go. We got some baseball stuff for you. A little bit. Not too much. I don't want to do what I did last week and have like 19 questions for you. So I won't do that. The Phillies have had it rough for the last week and a half or so, not scoring runs, and the pitching is not great. They did win this afternoon, and funny story. Today's Thursday, by the way, for me. They were up like 7-3 or 7-2 going to the eighth inning, and Hector Neris was warming in the bullpen. So I sent a text to my dad and one of my work buddies. I was like, hey, Hector Neris is coming in the eighth. That lead was fun while it lasted. And they're like, oh, haha. And he threw 3 pitches, and he gave up a home run. So there you go. They did win, though. They held on to win. Held on. They won 9-3. So they really held on to that one. Really got out of there by the skin of their teeth. Is that how it goes? I don't know. They won. They're up and down. They got to start hitting. Hoskins is back in the lineup, so that's good. And now the pitching has to get back on track. So it's you got to kind of put it all together, obviously, and get everybody going at the same time. And that's not happening right now. So got to make it happen. Got to do stuff. Got to do the thing with the stuff. Earlier this week, the Houston Astros beat the Texas Rangers after a weird call. I've never seen anything like this. All right, so the Rangers were in a bit of a jam. There's a guy on third or second. Well, there was a guy on third and probably somewhere else. I know, very detailed. I'm a great journalist. And the pitcher committed a balk. Like he didn't set. First of all, let me point out that a balk in baseball is, to me, very confusing. Like there are several ways a pitcher can commit one of these balks. And when it happens, anybody who's on base moves up one base. So if you're on second, you go to third. You're on third, you go home. Right? So one of the ways that a pitcher can commit a balk is by not setting his feet, not getting set before he throws a pitch. So he gets the ball from the catcher and he does a quick pitch right away, throws it. You can't do that. It's not legal to do as a pitcher. You have to get set so the hitter can be ready for you, right? So the Rangers guy, whoever he was, did not get set. He threw a quick pitch and they didn't call it, which is the weird thing. Like they didn't call the balk initially, but then the Astros manager, AJ Hinch, comes out and AJ Hinch, there we go. And he's like, hey, umpires, what's up? That was balk. What happened? And it's not really like you can't review it, I don't think. But he went out and he said, hey, that was a balk. What happened? What's going on? So the umpires get together and then they were like, oh, yeah, hey, that was a balk. And they called it. And the Astros scored what turned out to be the winning run. And I think it was the winning run. I don't know. This story sounds better. Well, worse for the Rangers if it was the winning run. So we'll go with that. And I've never seen a balk not get called and then have the manager appeal. And then they say, oh, yeah, that was a balk. Like I've never seen. It was like he convinced the umpires to go, oh, yeah, right. We screwed up. Like, hey, man, can you guys call that balk? Like he basically told them, hey, that was a balk. And they were like, yeah, okay. And so I don't know. I've never seen anything like that before. I'd be very upset if I was the Rangers, even though, yes, it was a balk, but it wasn't called. So like you got away with it. And then, oh, no, you didn't. So I don't know. It was a weird situation, a weird play. Never seen that before. Crazy stuff. But hey, like Houston needs help winning ball games. I don't know. Like they don't. They're one of the top 3 teams in the league. They do not need help winning games. So there you go. But it happened. And it was very strange. Okay, I got two things I want to talk about for baseball. You know what? I'll do one of them. What do you think? I'll do the pace of play one next time because I don't feel like doing it right now. So, um, it happens. This discussion has been happening for I don't know 40 years or so. Whenever the DH came into play, was in 1976 or five or something like that. Um, People have been saying, "Hey, why does it happen? Why does it happen only in the National League? The pitchers get to bat. They're terrible. They don't spend enough time in the cage. Like, what's going on here? Why does the American League have to do that?" And then during interleague play or the World Series, the American League pitchers do have to bat sometimes, and it's horrendous because nobody can really like if you don't spend time in the cage, you're not going to get better. And so you're going to be flailing with the ball all over the place and just like swinging at everything like I do in video games. And it's just gross. And so I'm wondering, what do you think is more likely that pitchers get more time in the cage? And do they do that by maybe skipping starts? Like instead of going every fifth day, you add a starter or like a spot starter, long reliever, whatever, and go every sixth day. So you get more time to rest your arm, first of all, and then get in the cage and get yourself to train yourself to be a better hitter. You could do it that way. Or do you think we're closer or it's more likely that we are going to have the designated hitter in both leagues? Now, I've talked about this on the show before, that I do like the distinction between the leagues. I like that it's different, that the rules are not the yeah the rules are a little bit different. So you have to adjust your strategy and all that as you go to a different park. I do like it, but I also understand why it's an issue. Like pitchers get hurt when they run the bases, or they just look downright terrible when they're hitting or running the bases or whatever. So you want to protect your guys because the starting pitchers are the guys you probably pay the most money to. So I get it. I understand it, and I might be coming around to having the DH be across the board. I don't know, but I'm wondering. I think we're closer to the DH being across the board. I don't know. I'm not going to say like in the next 5 years, but I do think it's going to happen. I think they're going to realize, hey, we have to protect our. It's weird to say this about people, but protect our investments with these starting pitchers. Let's get them off the bases, get them out of the batter's box, and just let them focus on pitching. Plus, then all these dudes who are not really great at playing positions anymore will now have a spot in either league and be able to have jobs. So I don't know. That's a thing I thought about. It's been talked about for a long time, and I figure why not? Why the hell? Why not address it and see where it goes? But I do think we are more likely to have the DH across the board, and I think we're probably going to get that soon. So there you go. That's your baseball for now. There's other stuff that happened, but I decided I just want to like focus on the Phillies and maybe a crazy thing, and then ask a question to only me. So I'll just kind of ramble, talk it out, see what happens, see where we go, and that'll be that. So we have some wrestling, and sorry, Mom, I will try to make this quick, just for you. You've skipped ahead already, and that's okay. So a new thing with wrestling pay-per-views is they start an hour earlier because I don't know why, but they are. I feel like they have this need to get everybody on the card, and like that's not what a pay-per-view should be doing. Like you should only be there if you earn it. Like the pay-per-view should be shorter, really, because it's a showcase. Here are the best people we have and the best stories for this month or whatever. I don't know. That's me. Maybe we'll dive into that another time, but it's crazy. So, Money in the Bank coming to us from Chicago. And I got to tell you, I don't know how I feel about this card. That's why I'm gonna run right through it because if I start harping on stuff, we're gonna be here forever. So the WWE Championship is on the line. AJ Styles defends against Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match. This is the feud that has been all low blows, and so we'll see what happens with this. How many times somebody gets hit in the balls, I don't know, but it should be fun. What should not be fun? I shouldn't say that. That's mean. I should not have said that, but I already did. The feud has been super awkward between Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey, and all of a sudden they are facing each other. Well, Ronda is facing Nia for the women's championship. And I don't know. They were like at the NBC upfronts, like trying to, I don't know what they were doing, some kind of event. And Nia Jax just walked up to her and was like, "Yeah, hey, what's going on?" And Ronda's like, "Yeah, hey, what's up?" And Nia Jax was just like, "Yeah, let's fight for the title." And Ronda was like, "All right." And it was just that awkward. Like that's not an exaggeration. So I don't know. I hope nobody gets hurt. That's really my only concern. If I'm not excited about the match, like just don't get hurt. On the SmackDown women's side, Carmella will defend against Asuka, and this one will be the real test for Carmella. She has, you know what? I like Carmella more than most. I've enjoyed what she's doing, and we'll see how this goes. I love Asuka. I think she's great. And if anybody can, I hate to say, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to do that because I like Carmella, and again, I like her more than most people do. And so this could be a lot of fun. I'm not going to say like a match of the night type thing, but I think this will be better than people expect. All right, so there you go. I think this one will be just as bad as people expect. Roman Reigns against Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal stinks. I don't know. Yeah. All right, let me retract. Let me rewind. I'm not going to rewind anything, but I'm not a fan of Jinder Mahal. I tried. I really tried. But the best part about him is the Singh brothers. So there you go. Tag team titles are on the line on the kickoff show. Sunday Night Heat. The Bludgeon Brothers defend against Gallows and Anderson. And for me, I think this is a sneaky match of the night candidate. We got a couple of those, actually. But this could be a lot of fun. I like Gallows and Anderson. I like that they're getting a chance to actually do a thing. And we'll see what happens. The Bludgeon Brothers, they're so fun. So this should be a good one. One match I'm not looking forward to, like not at all. Bobby Lashley, Sami Zayn. This feud's been super awkward, and I don't know why they're doing it. I can't figure out a good reason. I don't know how this ends well for either of them. Like this is just, it makes no sense to me, and it's very strange, and I don't care. Should we do the one I don't care about? The other one I don't care about? Yeah, we'll do that real quick. Daniel Bryan and Big Cass are going one-on-one. If anybody can pull a serviceable match out of Big Cass, it's Daniel Bryan, but I don't know. I'm not excited. I'm not excited about this. I think Cass has been garbage since he's turned. I just don't, and I don't know how to exactly pinpoint what it is, but I just don't. I don't know. It's awkward. He seems kind of awkward. So I don't know. This is weird, and I hope Big Cass loses in like 4.5 minutes. That won't happen. The whole feud has been like, I'm bigger than you, so I'm better than you, and you're not. So there you go. Like he's listening. Nobody cares. Seth Rollins defends the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship against Elias. And this one, part 2 for sneaky match of the night candidate. I love Seth Rollins. He's been crushing it for the last however long. And Elias has shown that, I think anyway, that he belongs. He is on his way up. And I love what I'm seeing from the guy. So I'm very excited to see this match. And yeah, there you go. That's the thing. I really think, though, that this card will be saved by the 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. As you know, I love ladder matches. They're awesome. And there's a men's one and a women's one. And I don't know. I really hope they go with Rusev and Lana winning. So you have Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank. How fun would that be? It's too fun. They're not going to do it. But it'd be really awesome if they did that. But they won't. I know they won't. But it would be a good time for me. Maybe for only me and Jill. But that's it. So there you go. Money in the Bank is on Sunday. Also, NXT TakeOver Chicago is on Saturday at 8. So that's today if you're listening when the podcast goes up. Yeah, I didn't write down the card, but NXT is really fun. So there you go. Check that one out. It'll be on there on the WWE Network on Saturday. There you go. Good stuff. Wrestling this weekend, man. Yeah. All right. That is we're almost done. But we got a fun thing that I want to tell you about. I've been on for a long time. I know. But I saw this on Twitter the other day. And I just took a drink. I had to mention it because I think it's hilarious. So Trump and Kim Jong-un had a summit this week or last week or whatever the hell it was. I'm not going to talk about it. Actually, no, one thing, they signed a secret document, and I got some audio that describes what it was. So we'll put that right here. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know what to make of that either, but There it is. I don't know what else is on there, but that's what I heard from a guy. So from a source, I got a tip. There you go. That's what we say in journalism world. I got a tip, man. Just a tip. Damn it. Oh boy. Thank you, Bender. So that makes no sense for the live folks, but that's all right. I saw this on Twitter from Roy Wood Jr., who is at Roy Wood Jr. on Twitter. So I don't know if he made this photo, but this is the first place I saw it. So I figured, what the hell? I might as well give him credit. And if you know who, if you whatever, credit to Roy Wood Jr. To making this. So go give him a follow for some other fun stuff. He said, "Why are Trump and Kim out here looking like they are part of the 2003 NBA draft?" Because they has the picture of them from the summit that's really awkward looking. So he put it in. I'm just going to give credit to Roy. He put it in there. He photoshopped the two of them in the middle of the photo of the NBA draft class from 2003. And it looks so perfect. And it's so good. And he laid out the draft order. And I'm going to post this on the show notes if you want to see it. I mean, of course I am, because it's hilarious. He laid out the draft order. He said Trump goes to the Heat, the Miami Heat at number 5. And Kim Jong-un goes to the Knicks at number 9. And he's like, wait, before you start freaking out, people on Twitter, Kim said he'd only leave the Korean League if he got drafted by the Clippers or the Knicks. And once the Clippers got Wade in this scenario, it made no sense for the Bulls or the Bucks to waste a pick on him. So there you go. If the 03 draft happened at the summit, then we would have Kim Jong-un on the Knicks and Donald Trump on the Heat. So yeah, we probably wouldn't have those championships, I think. Well, maybe the Knicks would win, because I don't know. But I thought it was funny, and I wanted to share it with you. So again, go follow Roy Wood Jr. That's Roy Wood, ROYWOOD JR on Twitter. So go check it out. He's probably on Instagram too, but I don't know. I only looked up the Twitter thing because I thought it was fun, and it was, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this show. Well, I mean, obviously did not enjoy the first part of the show, the heavy part of the show, but I enjoyed the live part of the show. That was fun. Yeah, Jerome, I said I was going to high five you at the end, and I will, because we had a good time. At least I did. I hope you enjoyed it as well, friends. I really do. NextLevelRadioOnline.com for all the shows and all the stuff. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you get the things with the stuff, pardon me. So you never miss an episode. Jesus. There you go. We're all up there. Facebook.com/NextLevelRadioOnline and on Twitter and Instagram at NXT Level Radio. I'm everywhere at the Melting Pat. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and .com. You can also send a text or leave a voicemail at 209-867-7638 for questions, comments, observations. Also, tmpfanmail@gmail.com. Do the thing.com, dude. Little Danny Schmitz action there. There's a callback from last year. Yeah, good stuff. There you go. Let me know what's going on with you, friends. Or if you hate something I'm doing, I'll try to fix it. Or I'll just keep doing it. I don't know. You can skip ahead. I don't really care. No, I do. I do care. Okay, program notes before I leave. For the next 2 weeks, I am attending 2 weddings. And so I will be here, but I won't be here. I recorded 2 shows to have shows for you, episodes for you while I'm away. And so next week on the 23rd will be a conversation, a little show ski there that Tim Donnelly and I did. And it was a lot of fun. We had, it was the most coherent conversation the two of us have ever had. And it's a little scary that we did that, but it was a lot of fun. So check that one out on the 23rd. And on the 30th, I did a big mailbag episode. So I had a bunch of questions that I didn't get to over the however long I didn't get to them. And so I decided to answer a bunch of them. So next week is a Something Provocative reunion, part, 37. And the week after that, I answer your questions. And after that, I am back in the saddle again to do the thing. And I'll catch you up on all kinds of stuff that happened. Or I won't, or I'll just ramble about stuff that I care about. And yeah, there you go. So I think I'm good. I think I am all good to go. Thank you for listening. Thank you to the Turbos for the tune. Thank you to everybody who weighed in on the breakfast thing. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I am good with the stuff. I hope so, because I don't have anything else. G Love and Special Sauce with cold beverage. They're going to play us out as they always do. Philadelphonic.com for more information on them. They're on tour, I think, still, probably. I don't know. That's it. I am I'm out of here. This has been an 8 Boiling production. So until next time, my friends, have fun, be safe, thank a veteran, and of course, don't do anything I wouldn't do. You've been inside the Melting Pat on Next Level Radio. Go crap open a cold one.